And now to 12 investigates a man who's been behind bars for parts of 4 decades could be free soon. It is one of the most notorious crimes in Winston-Salem history.
And now it's back in the spotlight tonight. Kenny Beck is in studio for us. Kenny, you've been following this story and this case for years. What's the latest now?
Well, the North Carolina Post-Release Supervision and Parole Commission held a hearing this week to consider releasing Conrad Cruz. He was convicted of second-degree murder in the early 90s. The victim, Winston-Salem Police Lieutenant Aaron Tice, was crushed to death by a piece of stolen construction equipment. Tonight, we are hearing from the other WSPD lieutenant on duty that night and Cruz's youngest sister, who says it's time everyone knows the truth about what happened.
You like coming here?
Shonda Cruz of Greensboro is grateful for the family she still has. She's raising her grandchildren, 4-year-old Tavi and 10-year-old Tavanti, after her own daughter, Tatanisha, died of a fentanyl overdose in 2020. In 2022, her older brother Jamaris was shot and killed in Winston-Salem, and her oldest brother has been in prison for more than 30 years.
It's been quite hard. It's a question to God, like why am I getting hit with loss and death?
Conrad Cruz was convicted of second-degree murder in the 1992 death of Winston-Salem Police Lieutenant Aaron Tice. He stole a 15-ton road grader from a construction site near New Walkertown Road, and he and a few other people took it joyriding. It ended up crushing Lieutenant Tice underneath. WXII spoke with Cruz from Tabor Correctional Institution 6 years ago.
Oh, man. That was the dumbest thing I ever did, man. That was just...
I gotta tell the truth. I gotta tell what I know. I gotta tell my feelings.
Shonda was just 15 years old, a new mother, and asleep early in the morning of June 26, 1992. But she remembers when 19-year-old Conrad returned home from the scene.
He had tears, sweating profusely. His shirt was saturated, and he was just out of it. I don't know how to explain shock. I'm like, why did you do it, bro? What's going on? Why did you do that? He's like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't kill him. It's an accident. It's an accident.
A short time later, Shonda says she and Conrad found 16-year-old Jamaris nearby.
And he was like, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. And Conrad was like, I know you didn't mean to do it. He was like, I'm sorry. He was like, yeah, it's going to be okay. I got it.
Shonda says she is 100% convinced that it was Jamaris behind the wheel of the motor grader when Lieutenant Tice died, not Conrad. She made this claim publicly in a 2020 Facebook Live video and says Jamaris called her after he saw it.
And he says, sis, I want to thank you for telling the truth. It's something I haven't been able to do.
Jamaris died 2 years later. Shonda believes Conrad took the rap because his brother was so young, because he was still the one who stole the motor grader, and because he felt guilty for the death of an officer he knew and liked. She says Conrad introduced her to Lieutenant Tice earlier that week.
He said, this is my sister, this is her baby. And Conrad had a smile. Officer Tice had a smile. They shook hands, and basically he was like, we're going to be playing ball today. And he was like, yeah, we're going to meet, whatever, I can't remember the hours that they normally meet at Winston Lake. And I was like, wow, y'all play ball together?
I think it's a load of crap.
Bailey Howard Jr. was the other lieutenant on duty that night. He worked at the Winston-Salem PD from 1974 to 2000, and he does not buy Shonda's version.
The detectives investigated it. Witnesses at the scene said Conrad came back to the scene and was there in the crowd laughing at Lieutenant Tice's body laying on the sidewalk covered up.
He says he still has nightmares about that night and does not believe Conrad Cruz has or will ever be able to pay his debt.
As long as there's breath in my body, until they carry me out feet first, if Conrad is still in prison, I will continue to testify to keep him in there.
While Shonda hopes her brother will be set free, there is one thing both she and Lieutenant Howard agree on completely. 32 years later, the loss of Aaron Jerome Tice still hurts.
To me, he's the best officer I've ever met.
He was such a fine, fine man.
He said, you can always be something. You know, you're just a young mother. This shouldn't stop you from being successful.
I'm sure Aaron had an impact on the entire community that he worked in. He was that type person.
I wish Officer Tice was still here. I hate about, his wife losing him. And I had anger at my brothers then for being involved with this.
Initially, both Cruz brothers and 2 other teenagers were all charged with Lieutenant Tice's murder. However, prosecutors dropped the charges against those other 3. Conrad Cruz is the only person ever convicted of a crime in this case. His parole hearing was 2 days ago. It can take months for the 4-member commission to reach a decision, and it requires at least 3 yes votes for an inmate to receive parole.